Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. That's another thing that I'm going to want, is more work on the actual robots. But my main problem is, I've got that one there with a worker robot cargo size, which we can work on. It's this one right here. This is what I'd like, is to increase the speed of these. We can't do that until we can launch a rocket. So we kind of need to start really focusing on our science and research and getting that going, so that I can get towards launching rockets. And then the more rockets we launch, the more science we get, the more white science we get. All right, you launch one of those right there. It doesn't actually say that you get them from there. Oh, what? Oh. Ah, you got to unlock this. You got to unlock that one. You don't actually unlock it. You need this one. You got to launch the satellite to be able to win the game anyway. And then you carry on with it afterwards. But you launch a satellite, and then once you've done that, you get back 1,000 space science. And then it's the space science that you need to be able to do the infinite research. And not everything has infinite research, only some things. A lot of the weaponry has infinite research, and that's not going to make any difference to us. We're not going to worry about that. But this one does. So to start with, it'll be 5,000 of everything right there. And then the next time you do infinite research, the next one you do, it'll be a lot more than that. It'll be more than 5,000. I can't remember what the next step up is. But that's worker robot speed there, 5,000. So we're going to have to launch 5 satellites in order just to be able to get that, because you only get 1,000 science each time. Yeah? You launch that one, you get 1,000 science. So we've got to launch 5 satellites, 5 rockets, just to be able to get the first increase in speed for our worker robots. As you increase the speed of the worker robots, it does make life a lot easier. So what do I want to do next? I'm still mostly waiting on blue science. So I want to do something about the blue science. I want to get those going a bit faster. I'm thinking removing some of them and putting some of these speed modules in might be a good help. That definitely might be a good... If I bring that one onto there... What are we waiting on? No, it's the engine units. Right, that's the biggest thing, is the engine units. So let's go and make engine units. That's what I need to make for those. That's the single biggest problem that I've got. And, yeah, that just needs to be a copy and a paste and extend. Where can I do that? I got a few pipes running under that bit. So I think if we just take a copy and a paste of that bad boy right there. Yeah, there's a chest in the way right there. So I could move that up by what, actually... I kind of want to drop that over there, like that. But also move that chest out of the way. So if I was to take that one, let's copy that one first. So I want to copy that one and rotate that one around and dump it onto there like that. Turn my ones on now. Yeah, they can go. They can rush off with the speed modules. And... then I want to deconstruct those, like that. There's some stuff coming out of there, but there's not, like, millions of them. I've got auto trash, anything above 500 steel plate. I haven't got auto trash anything else on here, but I will get rid of the iron sticks. They can be auto trashed. Well, they can be trashed, not necessarily auto-trashed. And then we will take that one and we will drop that one on there. I don't have room to put all of those, but if I drop that in, like that, I then at least got some more going on. So they're going to go and get all of these steel plates and iron gear wheels and pipes and stuff like that. So they're going to get some more of these going on, and that's going to help. That'll boost them in. And... I'm going to put another one over here. Let's get rid of that. And then I will go to paste and dump another one down there temporarily as well. So I've got like an extra, what's that, 6 and I got another 11 factories. They're going to start pumping those out, which should help in turn to do the rest of it. At least this is what I'm hoping. I'm really, really hoping. Now, I know I've got loads and loads of stuff queued up over here at the moment, and that is causing us a bit of a problem. We will deal with that eventually. Now, over here, sulfuric acid is now climbing up. We've got the sulfuric acid actually being made. It's not sort of being taken off anywhere else, which means that in turn we are now making all of the batteries that we want to make over here. These are actually being made. They're slow going, admittedly, but that's partly because of the power situation that we've got right now. And these over this side, they're making quite nicely as well. So we've got things now actually being made. And we've got little bits of shortages here and there, but overall it does seem to be working. It does seem to be helping. They've nearly finished placing down all of those. Not quite, but they're getting there. So I'm going to go out over this way. No, I'm going to wait for them to finish placing all of that, I think. And I'm seriously considering doing the uranium ore. I know a lot of you do want me to do the whole factory thing going on there. Not the factory, the whole what do you call thingy? Nuclear power. Nuclear power is the one I'm looking for. A lot of you do want me to be doing the nuclear power, so I'm seriously considering doing that. I got to decide where to put it. And I think this is going to be the best place to drop nuclear power down. You need quite a bit of space for it, or you do actually... Now, saying that, I don't know if I've got... Right mouse click to open. Do I have a blueprint? What's that? Basic fast mining. I don't have a blueprint for any of it, which is odd, because I thought I did. So what have I got in this blueprint book? Those are the same ones. Right. Blueprint book. No, get rid of that. Blueprint. Blueprint library up here. Filter all, and then you've got the game blueprints from here. Okay, I did have a blueprint. I've got it in another game, and it's a blueprint for a complete made nuclear reactor and nuclear everything that you need, but I don't have it here. Now, I'm not too concerned about the fact that I've not got it here, and I've just realized what I did wrong. You probably all noticed what I did wrong anyway, but I've now just realized I've got 1,000 on there as my constant number. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set that to 5,000, like that. And then I'm going to copy and paste that onto those, so that I've got 5,000 on them. And then I'm going to copy that, like that. And I'm going to put them down onto here. I've got to shift click that one, but that one's alright. So this one here, I'm going to put that one down differently. That one's going to go, actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go copy, and I'm simply going to copy that one, and then I'm going to drop that one up there. I know it looks a little bit out of place, but that will all get moved later on, so it doesn't matter. Matters not in the slightest, ladies and gentlemen, not in the slightest. Okay, so I want to go to there, and I want to go to paste, and I want to take that paste, and I want to drop that one down there like that. So then I've got those. So now I am making more engine units. I'm making lots more engine units. I've got 6 engine units right there, and this is producing more engine units. We've got lots of engine units going there. So then I can go running back over this way, and we will notice that we've now got engine units coming into all of these, which is absolutely great, because it means that they're all going to start being made. What I need is production modules in there. I want the high-level ones, and these are up here. So I'm going to go to here. Those are going to want speed. Oh, it's just speed ones are waiting on there. So that I don't mind about. I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to request some of them. So then they should start bringing some to me, and then I'd like to go down here, and I'd like to change some of those over, and that in turn should speed up all of the rest of the process. At least this is what I'm hoping. And at the moment, the biggest problem that we've got, the biggest thing that we're waiting on for all of that, because I've now got spare copper plates, spare copper ore, iron, steel, plastic, concrete there, iron plate. I don't actually have spare iron plate. Is that all the way at the bottom? Batteries and processing units we're short of. We don't have any of those at the moment. No, we don't have any spare. Iron plate. I've only got 600 of those, which means that we got a shortage of iron plate. Now, we have finally finished that one. That would be the next one, the lab research speed, or we can go straight into the nuclear power one over there. I don't think it really matters, to be honest, because we're slow on producing the blue chemical science packs at the moment. So I will start research on nuclear power. That's the one that we're going to start going for there. We also need the Kavorex enrichment process, and that's a time-consuming process as well. So while that is researching, I'm still sat here and I'm waiting. I'm going to need these. Right, so you're doing fine. Your early days, your later days. I gotta wait till these come out. I need to be able to act quickly and grab the items as they come. Oh, that one's already gone. Oh, they did bring it over to me, though. The robots did bring it over to me. It's very kind of them. That it was made and then they brought it to me. That one's about done. There, I'll have that. And are there any more? There's one. I just want to see if he's going to bring it to me. There's one over there, and he's brought it to me as well. That one's run off with it. So we can't trust all of them. They are running away with some of them. I don't want them to be running away with them. I want them to bring them only to me. I want to have all of them. How many have I got? I got 5. 4 is enough for one factory down here. So I'm going to wait until I've got 8 on me. As soon as I've got 8, well, actually, no. We've got none of these are actually making at the moment. So we won't do that. I'm going to turn those off. Then I'm going to come down here. And I'm going to go to you. And I'm going to go control like that. That'll swap them over. Put those in instead. And then I'm going to copy that one right there. If I paste it like that, it doesn't work. What I got to do is I got to get rid of all these other ones first. Now, I look in here and we're down to 2 gigawatts. We need to wait. That's coming back up. We're back on daylight, so it is coming back up. But we're waiting on accumulators. The accumulators haven't been built. We don't have any because there's a shortage of batteries. So we've got a slight problem there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all of those. And they're going to be taken away by the other robots because I've cancelled my own robots just for a minute. And then I'm going to go to paste. And I can start pasting these down like this. They're going to have the advanced machine doos on here. The level 4 ones on here. Which is what they need. They absolutely need those level 4 ones. Now, these level 4 ones, the level 3 ones, they're being built up here. That one's going. That one's going. That one's going. And you're going slow. You're going to be done first. I'm going to grab a couple more of these because I'd like to at least like get one. Right, that one brought it over to me. Instantly dropped it into me, but they don't all do that. Some of them don't. I'm sort of watching these. Oh, there's one. I'll have that. Oh, there's 2 of them there. I'll grab him. And then I got one more over here, which is nearly done. As soon as that one's done, I'm going to steal it. That gives me 5, so that'll be 6 of them all together that I got on me right now. Which is enough for, obviously, 2.5. So I'll grab that like that, and then we can come down here. And these are all waiting. They're waiting on more of them to be brought in. So I'm going to go like that. And I'm going to go in here and I'm going to drop 2 of them in. So we're still waiting on 2 right there. And power is back up to normal. And you look at the speed now. It's going roughly the... Well, speed down here. I'm looking at that. Crafting speed is 0.5, minus 60%. Crafting speed of this one is 0.5, minus 60%. So the crafting speed does not alter. That stays the same. But what does change is this. Is that one there, you start producing more outputs when you get more of these going in. And that's why you want more of them going in. So now I'm going to activate that one. And then I'm going to deconstruct all of those. And they will bring them all up to me. And then I will go paste on here. And I will simply drop these all the way along like that. There. Right. Well, that's those being pumped through at a reasonable rate of knots. I've got 678, 675. Okay, it's fluctuating a little bit, but 670, maybe 680 of the productivity modules. I've still got loads, boatloads of the speed modules, and we've got 600 accumulators that we're still waiting for as well. So we're waiting for quite a few different items. The problem over here, there isn't a problem over here. Alright, we've got the level 2 productivity modules. I'm not going to bother changing that over at the moment. I'm going to leave that exactly as it is. We have got some speed modules working on here. They're only the level 1s, but they do speed it up a little bit. So I've got things going through there. Things are being processed. It does work. It's doing what we need it to. I can't really do very much more than that at the moment. About the only thing that I could do is go and take some of these level 1 speed modules here, because there are a few of them, and I could use some of those to boost the speed of some of these down here. It's literally about the only thing that I can do at the moment, just to sort of hurry things along. So if I go for a copy of that lot there, and I drop them down like that, drop them down there again, they should go through and put in the level 1 speed modules pretty quickly, because I have got a number of those spare, which is going to speed those up a little bit. That's now crafting speed 2 on there. That one up there is crafting speed 1.25. So it does speed it up a little bit. It's not a huge amount, but it is giving it a little bit of a boost. And we've also got the other ones over this side. We've got these working over here. And they're kind of working alright. So I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to drop down a little bit of a boost onto those. And it's not a great deal with only having the level 1s, but it's better than no boost at all. So I'll do the same on these up here as well. I'll drop in a boost there. Right, yeah, I can fit another one. So there we go. We've got an extra boost going in all the way along there. That should just help it a little tiny bit. It's not like there's no miracles are going to be happening with that. But it is going to produce some more of them, which means that we're going to be producing more things overall, which is going to help us out. And that's all that I'm really after, is just to kind of get a little bit of a boost going on and helping us out with producing everything that we want to produce. Probably my next thing that I want to be looking at is... One is robot traffic, right? I want robot traffic. Here, we've got problems with robot traffic. We've got gaps where they can travel and where they can't travel, and that is a slight problem for them. We've got plenty of water here, so I'm not worried about that. All of this going up here is all good, and in here, the petroleum is now starting to accumulate again. That's looking pretty good. I got loads of coal up here. It looks like everything is going through perfectly up there. Steam is coming down through from that end, so it's this end that we want to look at. And it looks like this end is also producing absolutely flat out. Electricity has now gone and nosedived again. Everything is suddenly plummeted all the way down, but power is already coming back online. So it's not a long-term thing. We're just waiting on those accumulators to be finished. If I'm waiting on accumulators... Yeah. They're draining the power out of there pretty quick. But if I'm waiting on... I got 62,000 logistics bots and we've got 20,000 construction robots. I'm going to go over this side here. Do I want to extend that network out any further at the moment? Honestly, I don't think I do. I don't think it's going to make much difference. Same over here. I don't think it's going to make much difference at the moment. But the only thing we're going to want is more solar power. So we are going to want to extend things this way, which means that I am going to want to explore this island at some point. And get around that island and sort of find out what's on there. And how connected it is to any other island. But not really in a mood for doing the exploring. We know the exploring is a long, slow, tedious, dull business. So let's focus on something else for a minute. Sulfuric acid right here. I've got 18 out of 25k in these tanks right here. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to do an extraction build. A bottling plant. Is essentially what I want. I'd like a bottling plant. Now. Okay, I'm not going to take a copy off of anything else. I'm going to take one of those. I'm going to center that one up onto... I'm just going to put that right up against that one right there. And yes, I will move this lot later. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I want to fill sulfuric acid. That's what we need to do with this one right here. So I need a requester chest. That one needs to go there. And then I want a passive provider chest on this network. And then we will do that, and we will do that. This requester chest is going to request some empty barrels. We want to go to there, and an empty barrel right there. And I want 400 empty barrels being requested into there. You right here need to be rotated round so that the sulfur is coming out of there. And then I want to put that one and that one there. So I've now got everything on here where it needs to be. And that's going to take the sulfuric acid from there, and it's going to dump it out and drop it into here. So there we go. We've now got barrels being brought over, and we've got them being emptied out into there. I do want to check. I've got 17,000 water barrels in storage, because they actually count anything that's in the passive provider chests as well when you're looking at your network. So 2.4 million iron ore down there is great, but that is also including everything that I've got in these chests over here. So it's you do have to remember that when you're taking this into account. I've got loads more iron up here anyway, so we're doing all right for iron, but the problem we've got is that this is not enough to keep up with production by the look of it, not anymore. It looks like we're going to need to get rid of that, and we're going to have to extend it down a bit. Like we've done with the copper. We've already done it with the copper, but I'd like the modules to start to catch up a little. And then they're not going to catch up until we've caught everything else up. So, empty barrels. I've got a shortage of empty barrels at the moment, and all we can do with that is literally just wait. So, sulfuric acid, I've got a lot of them here, and I do have a lot of empty barrels, but there is a little bit of a shortage of them. Now, what's the most screaming priority for us? I would say probably the fact that we don't have very much iron. All right, we look up through here. I've got 800 plates. That we don't have enough iron. So we don't have enough of that stuff coming in, which means that I do need to extend this out. So I've got to do some more work down there, which is going to put a load more demands on things there. I'd also like to start extracting that uranium ore right there. I got another patch over here that I could also use. And something that I could do with this one, which I haven't done previously, but I have considered doing, is moving that and joining it into there. So we're using that same train. I don't have a separate train station to go and move this patch of ore right here. I got 9.3 million ore right there. So that one would then share that train. And I do this quite a lot in my other playthrough. And it would be the same on here. 6.6 million. That would go over and it would join in on here. We would basically just join it in onto the bottom of this, blend it in, and you'd have a mixture of copper and uranium going in. The only downside to it is these only operate, that's based on individual stuff, and I've not done that before. All I've done previously with my own stuff is I've got about 5 times the amount of storage. So I did it based on storage rather than on that. So I'm kind of thinking that I want to get this one, because I want that one out. I'd like that to be extracted, and we may start moving that coal. Except the moment I got 3 million coal, so I don't need any more just yet. But it could be good. There's 105 million coal up there. 335 million copper there. Good gravy. Alright, we'll start extracting this. We're going to get that one out there, and we're going to start extracting that one out as well. So there's going to be 2 new stations that I'm going to want. Which means I'm going to want 2 new stations over here. So we're dab hands at this now. We're going to go over this way, and we're going to start building 2 new stations. It's going to be my first task of the day. So I will come down here. This brand new day that we're in right now, which is still not giving us maximum production, but it's slowly ramping up. We'll get those 2 done, and then we've got to go back and we've got to do the iron as well. The iron is another important thing that we need to do, but right now I want to deconstruct those. Take those out a minute. Don't worry about the rest of that. Just remove that lot. Then remove them. Go up here. Take that one out. Go all the way up through. Okay, there's nothing new up there that we want to do, so I can come back down here. And then I can go with a station right there. This is station unloader blueprint right there. I got 1, and I've got 2 new stations going in like that. The rest of it will be brought along momentarily. So then I can go into map mode. And I can take that, and I can go there, and I can bring that one up to about there, and then that one will join onto there like that. And then this one will do the same. It will go up somewhere like that. Okay, let me... I did that too much. There. And I'll bring that one in there as well. Like that. So I got that one going. This one here is going to go in a straight line down to there. And then that one is also going to go in a straight line down to there like that. So there's those bits set up. Next, I want to go over to this bit. So I'm going to do a copy-paste on this. I'm simply going to copy... yeah, I'm going to copy to... alright, fine. I'll just copy out like that. And then I can put that in like that, and that does copy exactly everything that is already there, including where the power stations are. So that can be placed down there, and then the only other thing that I need is that one in there and out here. That's what I want. So I want to take that one there, and I want to put that one there, and that one out there. So that's going to make that even all the way across, with everything that is needed to make it even all the way across. Then I'm going to copy that bit, and that's going to go out as far as there. I'm also going to take this one that goes onto that spot right there. Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and 1 million minions are not going to be built in a single episode. So we've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.